It's like an out of 10. All right, thanks for coming back. And again, the album opened up with a gentle, beautiful track, and it closes with a gentle, beautiful track. Uh, you could interpret it as this kind of sad or melancholy. I didn't really feel that way so much. It felt more like I said, just a kind of a, if you, like you've been working all day and you've been, maybe you're an artist in a studio painting. That's what it feels like to me. The lyrics are interesting. I had to look up rescind, what that meant, and it sort of means to revoke or cancel or to repeal, like a law or something like that. And I think there's that imagery here, the Christian imagery actually, and very sparse, not a lot of lyrics. Slow to bleed, fair sun, rescinded. I guess rescinded could be like if there's that Christian belief about sins, Jesus dies for your sins or whatever. Yeah, some definitely Christian allusions here. I don't know if the composer is at Holland. I don't know if he's obviously familiar with Christian imagery and stuff. Maybe he was brought up in church, and then it just kind of stays with you, some of those images, and even if you're not in the church. Well, isn't this interesting? He even used that word meander contest. And didn't I just say in the last song, I was saying this album felt like it was meandering, not in the negative sense, because meandering can have a negative connotation to it, but meandering sort of like just, like a childlike, just, or with your friends. Think back when you were 13 or 12 and you and your friends, well, we used to do this. We could wander miles away from home and come back at dark. There's none of this helicopter paranoia, which has overtaken our culture to an incredible extent, where you can't even, a parent like me, you can't even, when our kids were little, you can't even leave them at a playground by themselves. It's like you'd be an abusive parent if you did. So you have to helicopter around your kids all the time. When we grew up, it was a lot freer, a lot more creative, a lot more room to breathe. And this album felt a little like that, sort of like a childlike wandering and meandering. It's like an afternoon. Oh, what are we going to do? Hey, let's go over here. Let's go over there, and hang out here for a while. Hang out at the playground. Go to the river or the creek or the shoreline of the lake you live near, which I did, or near the canal. There's so much things I could do as a kid. It was great. So it's really nice to listen to this album during all of this, during what's happening in the world, the pandemic, and feeling that sense that it gives you of just being free and easy, breathing freely, just moving without constriction, without restriction, without limitation, just moving song to song. This album is a very free flowing album, and breath of fresh air. I feel rejuvenated after hearing this album. That's my wrap up of the album. It's a rejuvenating, inspiring, relaxing, full of passion. I don't normally rate albums when I listen to them. I don't want to rate them. It's my first time listening to it. You know how it is. Sometimes you get an album, you don't like it as much at first, and then you grow to love it more and more, right? So your score would actually rise. So I would say initially, though, listening to this album, it's like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's an album I want to have on my permanent set list. Along with lots of other great albums. I mean, it's quite a variety, isn't it? In progressive rock, you can go from Tool to Talk Talk. From Tool to Talk Talk. So there you go. Thanks for subscribing and thumbing up all the videos if you enjoyed them, and leaving comments. Tell me about what your thoughts are about Talk Talk as a band, whether you find them as a progressive band. I would definitely say this album's very progressive, very progressive. And certainly not in the sense of Dream Theater kind of progressive. It just shows you the wide spectrum of progressive rock. You really have to have a broad vision and not just narrow it to like only Tool is progressive rock, or only King Crimson is progressive rock, or only Genesis is progressive rock, or it's good just to absorb and to appreciate the wide spectrum that exists in progressive music. And so that's it. Signing off. Talk to you all later. Spiraling as Dean. On to the next React album, full album React. Okay, talk to you all later.